African cities are growing rapidly, and so are the smaller towns in their vicinity, and these are the majority. GIZ in Uganda, with support from USAID and with the Ministry of Water and Environment, has tried to approach the wicked problem of sanitation in small towns with an innovative approach called Collective Sanitation Services First. We do this by creating economies of scale by bringing 3 to 4 towns in close proximity into one cluster. One centrally located town is selected to host the fecal sludge treatment plant, and fecal sludge from surrounding towns are brought here for treatment. The central pillar in this approach is to develop the private sector to support the local government in providing better sanitation services. This includes training of masons to build standard, emptyable, low-cost toilets, building capacities of local government officials to plan services better, improving financing for households and sanitation entrepreneurs to access sanitation loans from local banks, improving and increasing fecal sludge collection and treatment, developing bylaws to improve regulation, increasing demand for sanitation services through sanitation marketing, and improving coordination among actors in towns. Since the town council is directly mandated to provide for services to schools, health centers, public toilets, and other public institutions, building up these collective services first and ensuring that the system works is the main aim of the approach. Once the system is functioning, the private households can be brought on board to benefit from established services, governance structure, and economies of scale.
Town sanitation planning is an investment portfolio for a town. It spells out all that has to be done to improve sanitation of a given town. The planning process has been good, and what I've really liked about it is the involvement of all stakeholders that are concerned with sanitation issues of the town. It's very involving, and the political leaders have been involved. The technical wing has been fully involved. For example, the town clerks, the health inspectors, they have been fully involved in the process. So they have owned up this process.
The clustering approach to fecal sludge management, I think, is a good approach that has helped us to have this facility in place. It should be actually an approach that should be adopted, if I may say, in other towns if they have not yet done it. For ours, it has worked wonderfully well. If you can imagine that this wonderful piece of land of 8 acres was a contribution of the 3 towns and the district together, and this has really helped us to put this facility, which you can see is at the level of completion. My thinking also is that the fecal sludge arrangement has worked well. I think that the town can also cluster on issues of solid waste management.
The training has helped me in so many ways. When we started this, nobody has trained us, but we just started it manually. So there is an organization which came, that was 2016, this Water for People and GIZ. They came and they started training us in an appropriate way how to manage these pit latrine emptyings and how to improve the systems. They gave us some other equipments, what we were not having before. They gave us the protecting gear, and not only that, they also gave us these gulping machines. They upgraded us from the old system to the new system. They set us a way of keeping the money, how to put our records, and even there's a record book they gave to us. And each places we normally move, like in schools, in these household individuals, they normally sign, and there's a rate they gave to us that we should at least work within that range. That is how I'm managing these pit emptyings.